Bienvenidos de nuevo al Monkey Island. Tenía pensado pillármelo un poquillo más adelante, pero el desarrollo de hoy nos ha dicho que vamos a jugar Return to Monkey Island. Así que, sin más dilación, vamos a ver qué podemos hacer. Vale. Nada, la más alta está, pantalla completa, perfecto. Texto e idioma. Idioma de los textos, texto y voces. Supongo que supongo que las voces solo están en inglés, ¿verdad? Toda la historia y la diversión, pero con puzzles casuales para jugadores atareados. Modo difícil, más puzzles y más difíciles a tope. ¿Hay gran diferencia? ¿Verdad que sí, Naki Bokeum? Escogemos el modo difícil, vale. Adelante. Comienza una historia inesperada. Además lo tengo relativamente fresco, el Monkey Island, ¿no? Que lo jugamos hace poco otra vez. Guybrush, ven aquí. Con cuidado ahora, quítame la máscara. Ah, esto es el final del 2. ¿Prometes dejar de molestarme? Está bien, lo prometo. Lo que pidas con tal de que me pongas la pierna. ¡Hey, muchachos! Pues este es el final del 2. ¿No deberíais estar aquí dentro? Este es el final del 2. Hostia, qué bueno, tío. ¿Y ahora qué? ¿No se oye la voz? Debería oírse la voz, ¿no? No me deja cambiar nada. Hello, Figrin, Monico. Escorbutifarras. Escorbutifarras. No me deja sacar el... ¿Cómo es el menú? Vale, aquí. Ah, vale. Soy gilipollas. Ya estaba quitado eso.
What should we do next?
We gotta get to scurvy dogs. I can't believe you never had one.
The words don't look like words, but there's a picture of a scurvy dog. It's locked. Maybe one of the shops has a key.
So,
hey, Chucky, stand over here for a minute.
Nah, I want to get scurvy dogs.
Exhibit removed. Aww.
En serio, tío, es que es la polla, ¿eh? Sí, ya está. Gracias de todas formas. A ver.
This would be great for Apple Bobby. Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
Let's go next door and get scurvy dogs.
Venga, va. Vamos a por las butifarras. Score butifarras.
They put it on a leg to keep you from walking off with it. I'll bring this right back, sir.
You'd be wise to do that. I got the leg from the last kid who didn't bring back the key.
I once had the hiccups.
It says, return outhouse key when finished, or else. How much are the scurvy dogs?
Scurvy dogs are only a half piece of 8. That's money that grown-ups use.
I know what a piece of 8 is. Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor. How much is a mug of grog?
Grog's for grown-ups. Beat it.
How much are those chicken foot fries?
Chicken
Qué bueno,
foot
tío.
fries are 2 pieces of 8.
Ay, como que me salen rayos de los ojos.
It's locked. Good thing I've got the key in my pocket.
In France, they call a scurvy dog a chien scorbut. Good, you unlocked it.
Ugh, what is this stuff? It smells the same as the toilet. Please wash hands before leaving outhouse. It isn't a piece of 8, but it's a round piece of metal about the same size and shape as a piece of 8.
That's called a slug. It's like a fake coin.
A fake coin is almost as good as a real coin.
A ver.
Chucky, why don't you look in the toilet?
No
Claro,
way.
me apetece.
You do it.
Okay. Gross. Gross. I can't even tell if it's animal, vegetable, or mineral.
Eso también lo dicen en alguna parte del 1 o el 2. No sé si es animal, vegetal o... Hostia, es buenísimo, tío.
You kids better have money.
Yeah, we've got all kinds of money. Never mind. Those glasses are thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
Vale, es el mismo chiste.
I don't see very well, but I can hear just fine.
Those glasses
Dice lo
are
mismo.
thicker than the layer of grease on the floor.
Vale.
Now what?
Can we get a couple of scurvy dogs?
Sure, if you give me a piece of 8.
Hey, look! I'm returning the key.
You want a medal?
Logro desbloqueado, patapalo.
What can we get with this?
Tastes like a piece of 8. Enough for a couple of scurvy dogs if you want.
Perfect!
Take 'em, boy.
What are you getting?
What?
Just kidding. Here's yours.
Es que es buenísimo.
Yum! What do you want to do now?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Hey, Chucky, get ready to run. I guess they don't like visitors.
A ver, ¿y si nos vamos para acá?
That's my friend D. Hey, D.
Hey, Chucky, what are you jerk faces up to?
We just got here.
I'm making a list of stuff to do.
Give me that. I'm an expert planner. There. Perfect. See you around the park, shitheads.
Espérate. Porque podemos volver a la...
Let's not go back there again. We'll just get yelled at.
Vale. Hostia, qué guapo que puedas correr a esta velocidad. Mola muchísimo, ¿eh? Sí, sí, sí. Redumerses. Este es Guybrush y este es Lechuk.
That's a cool anchor.
That just shows how little you know about anchors. This one's not a very good example. You'd know that if you read as much about anchors as I have. Did you know that anchors originally weren't designed to hold ships in place? They were used in combat, shot from cannons as a grapple when you were trying to board another ship. They started making them bigger and bigger because they would do more damage that way. Then, people noticed what happened when you missed the other ship and hit the sea bottom instead. The current bow-shaped design is actually less effective than the sharper V-shaped design that was popular last century. But the older design went out of fashion after sailors started to think the letter V was bad luck. You can still find the old kind around sometimes, but collectors have grabbed most of them. On a modern anchor, if you look close, you can tell that one side is a little larger than the other. That's to prevent what's called plummeting, where the anchor goes down too evenly, and then it doesn't catch well on the bottom. The little flanges at the tips are at different angles to make it twist on the way down for the same reason. Most anchors these days are made of iron.
Esto me mola, yo no lo voy a saltar,
Have them like twice a year because they rust. About 30 years ago, somebody thought of a way to get around that by making them out of wood instead. All kinds of people invested a lot of money in these wooden anchor companies. But the only way they could keep them from floating was to attach another anchor. And so they gave up and went back to the old one. The word anchor comes from the Sanskrit word nagara, meaning city. They're called that because when you stop in the middle of the ocean, it's like you've made port at an invisible city. Yeah, I'm kind of an expert on anchors. I read.
Hostia, qué bueno, tío. Me encanta. Me encanta, me encanta. Y hola, David, bonico, ¿cómo estás? A ver, ¿podemos ver la lista que nos ha dado? ¿Cómo quito eso?
Hey, Chucky. Wanna race?
You're on.
I'll officiate. 3, 2, 1, go!
I win!
I wonder where this path goes.
I bet I've known Chucky longer than you have.
No chance. We go way back.
I once ate 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
A ver, pero no podemos... Eso. Comprar escorbutifarra, buscar la llave de la letrina, trastear y explorar, vale. Dar de comer a la patata. A la pata. Dar de comer a la patata. He leído yo. ¿Por qué? No lo sé. Echar salsa a mi escorbutifarra. ¡Oh! Hostia, qué bueno.
Hey, hands off.
No hemos cogido pan, ¿no?
I have an extra tooth in the back.
I wonder what's in that basket.
Let's find out.
What do you think you're doing? Kids these days have no regard for personal property.
And no respect for your elders.
I have half a mind to give you a piece of my mind.
And I've got the other half.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. blah, blah.
Gotta run.
How rude.
What's this red glob on the ground?
That's ketchup. It's supposed to be really good with scurvy dogs.
Vamos a ver. Si es
Did you
así.
know your feet won't smell if you don't wash them? You're not gonna touch the ground with your scurvy dog.
No, of course not. Gross.
You should put that on your scurvy dog.
No vas a tocar el suelo con la butifarra. No, hombre, no. Voy a coger el ketchup directamente. Ahora sí. Perfecto.
I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops. At home, I've got a collection of old scurvy dog sticks that fills a whole shoebox.
I want to feed the duck.
¿Ay, espera? No.
Excuse me.
Yes?
Could we have some of your bread to feed the duck?
I don't think so. We brought it for ourselves.
¿Acaso dice? Todo lo bien que uno puede estar. ¿Y eso qué ha pasado?
That's our bread.
Excuse me.
Yes?
¿Pueden fingir que son nuestros padres otra
Can you
vez?
pretend to be our parents again?
What do you mean, again?
Run along and find your real parents.
That's a nice tree.
I'm only pretending to look at the tree. I'm actually spying on that couple by the pond.
Have they done anything suspicious?
Very. I think they're trying to catch the duck.
What for?
Dinner?
I think they're only feeding the duck?
You haven't been watching them as long as I have.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm by sticking it in your armpit?
¿En serio, tío? ¿En serio?
Let's be frank. You can never hope to beat me.
No way! You'll never catch up to my level!
I win!
I win!
Nuh-uh.
You guys are both pretty weak.
Well, anyway, that was fun.
Peleas como un granjero.
Your sword is as sharp as a banana.
I'll still tear you down to size.
I for sure won that one.
In your dreams!
You fight like kids.
Este qué bueno. Que superar mi nivel. Atención, el José racionista. Es que es buenísimo, tío.
You're about as scary as a bowl of oatmeal.
I'll be sure to break you fast.
I'm so the best at this.
Almost as good as me.
I've seen better footwork from a footstool.
En serio, tío, qué bueno.
Do not pick the four-leaf clovers. As if! Let's look for a four-leaf clover.
Okay.
Good luck with that.
¿Está ahí?
I found one!
Awesome.
There was still one left? Darn.
Vale, y vamos a ver, la lista la llevamos ya en buenas, Pero nos falta dar de comer a la pata. Si les damos el trébol de 4 hojas a nuestros falsos padres... Uy, ¿qué ha pasado? ¡Macaco bonito! Muchísimas gracias por esa sub.
I never thought I'd ever find one. Yuck! I don't think that was ketchup.
Whoops.
Vale, y si...
I want to save 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
Dar de comer a la pata la escorbutifarra.
I'm saving this scurvy dog for myself.
Pata chula. Vale, no. La pata de la suerte.
I want to feed the dog.
Hostia, qué bueno. Vale, nos lo ha dado como completado, dar de comer a la pata. Mira qué guapo. Muchísimas gracias por la sub, Macacu, de verdad, bonito. ¿Qué tal estás?
I should throw my coin in and make a wish. I wish for another scurvy dog.
Those things are bad for you.
Whoa!
Told you so.
Hostia, qué bueno, tío. Es que es buenísimo, tío. Es que...
What you looking at?
Those kids jumping rope down there, they're doing it wrong.
That was cool. I wish I had another coin.
Did you know you can keep a scurvy dog warm?
That was cool. I wish I had another coin.
I want to save 2 scurvy dogs at the same time.
¿What? ¿Qué dices? ¿Qué dices? ¿Qué dices?
Hey, Dad.
Hello, Mr. Threepwood.
Hey kids, having fun?
Yeah.
We got scurvy dogs!
Those have toenails and stuff in them. Ugh, I read about it.
And we were playing your adventures. We just did Big Whoop.
Big whoop! Oh boy, that takes me back.
¡Qué
I like
bueno,
it when Chucky
tío!
asked me to put his leg back on. He says it really funny.
You guys always make up the craziest stuff for the ending of that story.
It's fun.
But you can't just change it around. That's not how storytelling works.
A lot of your stories don't feel like they're finished at the end.
What do you mean?
Well, like, there's this one that you call The Secret of Monkey Island, where you went to Monkey Island and fought LeChuck.
Oh, that story has a great ending. There's punching and fireworks. I thought you liked that one.
But you never did find the secret. Not the real one.
Sure, but that's not what that story was about. Kids, let me tell you a story that is about finding the secret of Monkey Island.
Is
¿Qué
this
dices,
a
tío?
long story?
I think maybe I gotta go use the bathroom or
Tío,
something.
tío.
Yeah, I have to go walk my tarantula.
Maybe I should go with them.
No, stick around. This is a good one. See, there was a rumor going around that my old nemesis, LeChuck, had somehow discovered the exact location of the secret of Monkey Island. I knew I had to get it before he did, so I went to Melee to get my own expedition started and beat him to the punch.
¿Puedo decir que me encanta? En serio. En serio. O sea, no sé si lo veis. No sé si se aprecia la piel de gallina. ¿En serio? No sé si lo habéis. Si se suene. Qué bueno, tío. Hostia, qué bueno, ¿eh? No entiendo que haya alguien que sea fan de los Monkey Island y esto no le haya tocado la patata. Me da igual el resto del juego, ya solo con esto, si hay alguien que sea fan de Monkey Island y esto no le ha tocado la patata, está muerto por dentro. ¿Moncho? Tío, me encanta.
Feels good to be back on Melee Island.
El vigía,
Pirating
tío.
in the Caribbean, where
El
every good
vigía.
expedition begins. I'll see some old pals and get things rolling. Or sailing in this case. Hi, I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Remember me?
Haven't seen you in a while, Threepwood. What have you been up to?
Oh, you know, freebooting mostly, swashing buckles and so on. But now I'm getting an expedition together to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, you're sailing with LeChuck.
What? LeChuck's here in Melee? Is there widespread panic? Are people evacuating?
He doesn't seem interested in carnage at the moment. Ship's just here taking
Sí, la he quitado para sonarme la nariz.
I can tell.
Well, anyway, no, I'm not sailing
Gracias,
with
Lugari.
LeChuck. You know my history with him. We've been enemies for my whole career. Everywhere I go, there
Que me
he
sonan los
is.
mocos.
He plagues me. He's my nemesis.
Funny. He said the same thing about you.
He's an evil zombie ghost pirate, terror of the seas, and sometimes the land. A nefarious, conniving, murdering scallywag. A depraved, ruthless villain. And a loud talker. And I'm not those things.
They say opposites attract, but what do I know?
LeChuck kidnapped my wife. He's always had designs on her. I sailed to Monkey Island to find them and get her back.
Oh, I thought you weren't married yet when that happened. And didn't she more or less rescue herself?
That's not the point. I steal all my best ideas.
Are you sure it isn't the other way around? Seems like he was here first.
I don't know how he found out.
¿Qué ha pasado por
I'm
ahí?
sure he's just
Creo que
doing
es de
this to
YouTube
get one
también.
up on
Muchas
me.
gracias. Ay, Dios.
I'm mounting my own voyage. Mine.
Well, you'd better get cracking then. LeChuck's loading up on the outer dock as we speak.
Well, I'm gonna hire a ship and a crew and beat him to the punch. Just as soon as I can get someone to back the venture. I'm a little short on funds at the moment.
In that case, you'll want to go talk to the pirate leaders at the Scum Bar.
Exactly. That's why I came to Melee. It'll be great to see those old guys again. We'll knock back a grog and hash out the details.
Scum Bar, by the docks. Long table in the back.
I know where I'm going.
We'll see.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
Y el apartado artístico me parece flipante, ¿eh?
I detect
Mira,
a certain
está aquí Lugari.
resemblance here.
Está aquí Lugari,
it looks
mírala.
a lot like an owl, doesn't it?
Animalillo adorable. Mira, Lugari es un animalillo adorable. Gracias, Macaco, por el hostiazo. Buenico.
Hi there, little guy.
Hi.
Hi there, little guy.
Hi. Shouldn't you be on your way to the Scum Bar to talk to the pirate leaders?
Well, I was just about to head down there.
Es que en serio, no puedo evitarlo.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's keen on bluntness. I better get cracking if I want to get to the secret before that scheming blackguard. talk to the pirate leaders before I go see what LeChuck is up to. I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
I'm here to talk to the pirate leaders about a new expedition.
In the back.
It's a book for storing collectible trivia cards. Looks like someone just left it here unattended.
¡Oh! Hemos acertado. Hostia, esto es fantástico también, ¿eh? Y Sefi, bonito, ¿cómo estás? Ya perdemos en Monkey Island, ¿has visto Pavía? Este también te va a gustar, ¿a que sí?
Looks like a circus act. Maybe. Have you seen the pirate leaders around? This is their table. In fact, you'd probably better move. You don't want to get caught sitting here.
It's our table, Rummy.
We're the pirate leaders. Get lost.
Is it you I should talk to about financing an expedition?
An expedition. Who is it that you think you are exactly?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood. Probably you've heard of me.
Probably not.
Permission to slaughter the annoying old wastrel man, Captain Madison.
Wait, it was Captain Madison? She's like famous! I've got her on a trading card. Her plunder stats are amazing!
Plunder stats aren't everything.
Then the others were Captain Lila and Captain Trent? It was Lila who threatened to kill you?
Look, they weren't that great, okay? Listen to the story.
Want me to slaughter him?
Don't bother. He's just a harmless hack who thinks he has a good idea for a pirate raid.
I'm going to find the secret of Monkey Island.
You're wasting our time.
The secret? I didn't think that was even a real thing.
It's a prize of incalculable monetary value.
I don't know about incalculable. Quick, who can count to 0 the fastest?
Okay, I'm sensing some
Hola
reluctance,
Ricky,
but
bonito,
here we
¿cómo
are.
estás?
Would you at least consider advancing me some funds? It's a surefire
Pues mira,
investment.
Riquinillo,
Shoot for
haciendo
your
un
money,
viaje a la
money back.
nostalgia.
Not interested.
I could make it worth your while to help me hire a crew. A percentage of their earnings or something?
No one in here wants to chase your pipe dream.
Could you at least point me towards an available ship?
You don't even have a ship?
You're really up a creek.
Up a creek without a ship.
If you don't take this opportunity, LeChuck will grab it.
LeChuck?
Yes, the dreaded zombie ghost pirate LeChuck himself is also going after the secret. He's here in Melee getting ready right now. If that doesn't prove it's a worthwhile venture, I don't know what else to tell you.
Great. Problem solved.
Excellent. You'll do it.
No, of course not. Why waste money on an expedition when you can just join the one that's already going?
Have fun with your scary ghost friend. Bye-bye.
Well, the slight problem with that idea is that LeChuck and I are basically mortal enemies.
Qué buenísimo, tío.
Fine. I don't need you or your money. I can do this on my own. If I can't buy a ship, I'll steal one. I'm a pirate. I'll find a way to get to Monkey Island no matter what it takes. I like the old pirate leaders better.
Bueno, al principio tampoco tanto, ¿eh? Conseguir encontrar un barco. Y a ver el otro. Vale, estos supongo que serán coleccionables, ¿no?
Ooh, the name seems to fit even better than it used to. Elaine?
Guybrush! Wait, are you going to tell a mushy part now?
Qué bueno, tío.
But I can skip over the hugs and kisses. Elaine!
Guybrush!
Remind me how long we've been married?
Well, it still feels like the first day somehow.
How's your scurvy prevention project?
It's great! We're going to get a lot of limes to a lot of sailors and save a lot of lives. I've got to come up with a way to deal with Captain Madison, though. The pressure she's putting on the town is making it hard for social programs like mine.
You wouldn't happen to have a ship with you?
No, silly. I came on a charter. Just like you.
Yeah, I figured that, but it never hurts to ask. I'm finding it harder than I thought to get hold of a ship and a crew for my expedition. The new local leadership was less than supportive.
Why don't you ask around at the docks? I'm sure you can find something.
Thanks, I'll try that. Sounds like we both met Captain Madison.
I don't like
¿Has visto, Cid?
She's the one who pushed to shut down the shipyard.
She doesn't understand the value of the secretive Monkey Island.
She laughed at me.
Me too.
Obviously, the woman has no taste and a lousy sense of humor.
I feel better just talking to you.
Me too.
I have to get going.
Oh, so do I. Lots to do. Bye.
Bye. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. It's important, but boring. I've never once made it all the way to the end. Elaine would kill me if she caught me pulling down her flyers.
¿Qué pasa por ahí? Muchísimas gracias, Camelot, por esos vitazos, Bonico. Bienvenidísimo.
They're having a half-off sale. Oh, yeah, that clock has been broken for decades now. Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprises. Oh, this was my favorite novelty store.
A ver.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly. The sign says, at Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon. Back shortly.
El almuerzo nocturno, ¿sabes? Y esta es la tienda de vudú, ¿no?
Ah, the International House of Mojo. This place
Hostia,
hasn't
la
changed
bruja.
in years.
Welcome, Guybrush.
Que me ha dado con tremendo spoiler. ¿Qué spoiler?
Nice to see you again. I have been waiting for you.
You mean...
Fate ordained that you would be here several minutes ago. Only you can manage to be late, even when you are fated to arrive.
It's a gift.
Allow me to seek knowledge on your behalf.
Will it cost me anything?
Pride, free will. Not much. The way to the secret is like a serpent which swallows itself. Many obstacles lie ahead.
Serpent, obstacles, got it.
You must walk the path. Yet you have already walked the path.
And now I'm going back again.
When you are unsure of the way forward, open this book for guidance on what is to come.
It can tell me my future?
In a way. Think of it as a book of hints.
What is it really?
A book of hints. Use it wisely. To know too much diminishes the voyage.
Neat. Thanks.
No charge. Now you must go. I have a luncheon, and your destiny lies at the docks.
Hostia, qué bueno, tío. Es que es
most assuredly.
At Chamber of Commerce Midnight Luncheon, back shortly. The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
Tío, me encanta, me encanta. Le barco. Le barco. Oferta de trabajo,
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here.
Looking for a job? Step this way.
The clipboard in your hand says you're the quartermaster.
The crew says I'm the quartermaster. Clipboard doesn't get a vote. You look like a guy without many options. You want a job. You're short of swabby. LeChuck's an equal opportunity employer. Even humans are mostly tolerated.
Hostia, qué buenísimo. Dice, el cartel dice que eres la Quartermaster. Dice, no, la tripulación lo dice. El cartel ni pincha ni corta aquí. Es buenísimo, tío. Es buenísimo. Es buenísimo.
Absolutely. I'd love to be a swabby. Swabbing is one of my favorite things in the whole world. The restful, mindless repetition, the delicate scent of old soapy water, the proud satisfaction of a sparkling plank.
Okay. Save the strokes for the decks. The only requirement is that you bring your own mop. If you've got a mop, the job is... Hey, wait a minute. What's your name, sailor?
Andrew LeChuck, nephew.
Oh, ballsy play, Andrew. LeChuck gave me a blacklist, and you're on it. In fact, you are the blacklist. I'm sorry, can't hire you. You're obviously Guybrush Threepwood.
Well, that's a slight hitch.
I'm confused. Didn't you say you were gonna get your own ship?
Yes, but then suddenly I thought, why bother? I wanted a ship and a crew. Here was a ship and a crew. Ripe for the taking. All I had to do was get on board, wait for the right moment, and strike.
Strike?
Mutiny the crew, seize the ship. Be a pirate.
Except they wouldn't hire you because they knew who you were.
Yeah, that was a problem. Also, I needed a mop.
Vaya.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Say what you want about my evil, horrible nemesis LeChuck, but he does know how to stock a ship. No parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. Looks like this is going to be a long journey.
Es que es buenísimo, tío. Me encanta.
Why was Wally in such a hurry? He wouldn't sell us out to Madison, would he?
I believe he needed to relieve the pressure upon him in a different way.
Hi again. Oh, those new pirate leaders are real jerks. They laughed at me, and they won't fund my expedition. Why didn't you warn me?
Would you have listened?
Of course. Okay, no, probably not.
Probablemente no. Hostia, es que quiero ver esto.
What happened to Stan's previously owned vessels? The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day. There was a time when every mooring would be filled with one of Stan's used ships. It's a dried up old sea sponge. Stan used this to clean his ships. It's all rusted out now.
No lo podemos coger. Mientras tanto en el barco de LeChuck, verás.
LeChuck, sir. Just thought I'd pop in and let you know. Preparations to set sail are almost done.
You have all the supplies for the spell to get to
No,
Monkey
esta voz no
Island?
es de la original.
Squid ink, chickens, brimstone, cinnamon, monkey blood, mint, and an annoying skull.
Well done. Mark yourself down for one less lashing this voyage.
Funny story. Guybrush Threepwood tried to sign on to the crew.
Threepwood? He must be looking for the secret too. That guy steals all my best ideas. Have him killed. Wait, let him live. I want him to see me sail off for Monkey Island knowing the secret is lost to him forever.
Sure. I want to bring this up one more time. Is searching for this mythical secret of Monkey Island a good idea? Shouldn't we be out terrorizing the high seas, instilling fear, creating mayhem?
Ok, Cero Bónico, que se ve genial.
On brand for LeChuck.
I've had enough of you questioning my orders. Finish loading the ship, and whatever you do, don't let Threepwood on board.
Very well.
No, la de LeChuck es que es inconfundible. Porque es la de la intro de... Es la intro del WoW.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Hello, Swordmaster.
Prepare to taste my blade, you washed-up hack.
Anything but your cooking.
Low-hanging fruit, but it works.
It's nice to see you again.
You too.
You should never have given up being Swordmaster.
Who says I did?
Oh, sorry, I just assumed. Governor seems like a full-time job.
It is, but there's room for overlap if you're creative about it. I heard from your wife. She's coming by to talk about scurvy legislation. I assume you're involved with that somehow?
Elaine said that program is being hampered by Captain Madison.
Not the legislative part, just the public funding. The town was in a bind a while back, and that so-and-so, Captain Madison, saw an opportunity. She lent us the cash we needed, but now we're up a creek paying the interest. Things like social programs, waste management, and town maintenance are all on the back burner.
I like that woman less every minute.
You and me both.
I'm looking for the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you. I don't have it.
Well, the mansion hasn't changed much. Elaine's style is still everywhere. Even the books are hers.
They're my books now, as you well know.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow a book?
Es que, claro, esto también es referencia.
You've got a lot of nerve asking that. You never brought back the last book you borrowed. I had to buy another copy. You never even apologized.
I totally forgot.
Of course you did. You think like a cow.
It's a lot of work being governor. I like your stuffed, guess it's a dog?
Please, take that and throw it away. It was a gift from the Earl of Thickwater, who is a contemptible pig. Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't...
Vale. Macho, que recuerdes. ¡Hostia, Stan! ¡Stan está aquí!
Otis!
Howdy,
Hey,
kid.
Otis. And Stan. Otis, old pal. You haven't changed much since I last saw you.
I blame the government.
In fact, didn't we first meet right here?
Not at all. I was in the other cell that time. You look different somehow. New art style?
How nice of you to notice.
Es que son buenísimos, tío. Claro, peleas como una vaca, qué apropiado porque... No, peleas como un granjero, ¿no? Gracias por el lurk, buenico.
Big news. I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
That sounds fantastic! You know what I remember most about Monkey Island? The time you busted me out of jail right before we went there. I don't cruise ships anymore. But maybe you can still help me out. Like you did all those years ago.
Yeah, I'm sort of planning on hijacking an existing crew instead of recruiting one. But maybe I can spring you anyway, for old time's sake.
I would be most appreciative. A locksmith has opened very conveniently across the way. I am told locksmiths can make keys for things. Things like cell doors?
Imagine that.
¿Por qué te han encerrado
this time?
I'm a victim of circumstance. Circumstance being that too much attention gets paid to little things that don't hurt anyone, while hard killers roam the streets with pistols and swords.
I notice you didn't say what crime they locked you up for.
It was nothing. I was just picking some flowers.
In the forest?
No, that's illegal. I learned my lesson. I picked them from the governor's garden instead.
Picking flowers from the governor's garden sounds like an unwise choice.
We used to be friends. Sort of. Anyway, they aren't even her flowers. Taxes pay for them. It's public property. I don't know why anyone bothers me about it. I don't hurt anybody.
We'll accept the flowers.
They're annuals. They're doomed anyway. Guybrush, you gotta get me out of here. It's custard night. I don't think I can take that again.
I'll make it my number 3 priority.
Thanks.
It says jail rules. 1. No escaping.
¿En serio,
Watch
tío?
your boots in here, son. It's like a swamp, without the clean parts.
Los de Stan tampoco es el mismo actor de doblaje.
Hey, Stan.
Hello there, son.
Oh, sorry to see you in jail.
Thank you, son. I appreciate the thought. I'm sorry to see me here as well.
I was really hoping to buy
Hostia,
a ship
bueno.
from you.
Well, now, normally, I would do absolutely anything to get you into a comfortable ride right away. But my hands are tied. They're shackled. I can't do it. Not at any price. I'm completely out of inventory. Every ship on the lot was seized by unscrupulous lawyers who don't care about your sailing needs the way I do.
Okay, don't worry about it. I've already got a plan to steal a ship from LeChuck.
Well, if you don't get killed, look me up afterwards. I'll give you a good price for anything that can stay above the waterline. Naturally, it'll have to be store credit until I get back on my feet.
What did you do that got you arrested?
Let me tell you something, son.
Hola, Cadul,
it's not what
bonito.
a man does that matters, it's who he is. Maybe one day, in a moment of weakness, he crosses a line. But if he's confident about what's in his heart, he can hold his head high. And you know what's in my heart, son?
Blood and goopy stuff?
People. People are in my heart. Anything I may have allegedly done, you can be sure I did it because I care about people.
What exactly did you allegedly do for people that got you arrested?
I gave them what they wanted.
Gracias,
Naturally,
Citus.
people don't always know that they want the things they want. Sometimes it takes a man with a talent like mine to show them the way. And sometimes people who are jealous of that sort of talent will try to put all sorts of unpleasant labels on it. They use hurtful words like scam and misrepresentation and even fraud. But it's all just marketing, son. As natural as the rocks and the trees and the Malay Island flounder birds. And that's why I'm not worried. I'm awaiting final judgment of the court, but I'm certain I'll be acquitted. They don't hang people for marketing.
Didn't you used to have a law practice or something?
Used to, but I was disbarred for what we former law practitioners call moral turpitude.
Is that a real word?
More or less. It's one of those handy catch-all words that you can use whatever you want because it doesn't mean anything specific.
La madre que los parió.
Would it help if I broke you out of jail?
Now that's a kind offer, it truly is. Warms me to think that you'd do that for your old pal Stan. But I've got to think about the optics. I don't want to damage my case, and escaping from jail doesn't look good at trial. So thanks, but no thanks.
Qué bonito.
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Well, is there anything else I can do for you?
Now that you mention it, there is one thing I've been missing during my time here in this lofty establishment. In all the rush and fuss and document shredding surrounding my arrest, I completely forgot to grab my toothbrush. If you happen to be passing by the shipyard, you might grab it for me. It'll be on my desk in the office.
I've been to the shipyard. Your office is all boarded up.
Qué bueno,
with
tío.
your toothbrush sealed inside, presumably.
Well, don't worry yourself about it then, son. I found a dead centipede in the corner that should do until they let me out.
I'm going after the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret? Boy, that takes me back. But if you're looking for help, you're barking up the wrong enchilada. Just remember, life has no guarantees or warranties. Only jamborees.
Thanks. That's advice.
Tío, en serio cómo mola.
How's your day going?
Hasta que no lo sé hasta qué hora estaremos. Un ratillo más,
I don't
supongo.
remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
I don't remember this place being so leaky.
They finally installed running water.
You look like you...
At least the jail is well lit.
Yeah, but the better I can see it, the worse it looks.
Welcome to my shop.
Hello. I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Locke Smith.
You're kidding, right?
Nope. And before you ask, yes, they did. Yes, it was. And they really, really wanted me to follow in the family business.
It's really clean in here.
Hostia,
Do you
qué
have a
bueno
mop
es.
I could use?
I simply don't allow filth to accumulate in the first place. Try somewhere a little less sanitary, like the bar by the docks.
Can you really make keys for stuff? That seems like a magic trick.
Modern locks have serial numbers that tell me all I need to know. No tricks necessary. Just information.
It seems wrong that you can make a key from just the serial number.
It's a failsafe, in case people lose their key. You know how people are.
Aren't locks way less secure if all you need is a number to get a new key?
That's why you should never share the serial number with anyone.
What happens if you lose your key and the serial number at the same time?
The numbers are usually engraved on the locks, just in case. And if you lose the lock, chances are you don't need a new key.
Well, what's to stop me reading the serial number on someone else's lock and having a key made?
The numbers are printed small enough that you need a special tool to read them. Only a pro would have a tool like that.
Can I borrow your lock serial number reading tool?
My magnifier? Not a chance. I could be drummed out of the union for that. If you want to play locksmith, you'll have to look elsewhere.
A ver.
I'm on a quest to find the secret of Monkey Island.
Vale, tenemos que conseguir una lupa, ¿eh? Hostia, qué bueno es. ¡Hola, Dream! Bonita, sí. Sí, lo hemos empezado hoy mismo.
Opens all locks at once.
That seems enormously useful.
Maybe. Depends on if you can close them again.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
Try not to touch anything. I've got a system, and I don't like it disrupted.
These are nice.
It's a locksmithing test.
Close it all up, and if you get the key out, you pass?
That's the beginner level, yes. The real challenge is to lock the larger box inside the smaller one.
What's that key?
That's for a lockable quiver.
What's that lock?
That's for hats.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
Es que es buenísimo.
I see a peninsula trailing off into small islands, but no X marks the spot.
It's southern Florida. I have family there.
What's that lock?
It's meant for bachelors to secure their apartments.
That's an impressive machine.
Yep. This wouldn't be much of a lock shop without a key grinder.
I see everyone in that portrait has lovely locks.
If you have to make a pun, at least make a good one.
What is that? It's definitely not a key. Or a lock.
It's a fishing lure, of course.
Of course. Is that from a famous locksmith band or something?
My mother's band, the Golden Keys. They were named
Hostia,
after
qué bueno
some
también.
actual golden keys that she spent a bunch of time looking for.
Handsome looking parrot.
And also vicious. But it was my mother's favorite.
Are these for customers?
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Las galletas que utilizábamos en el 2. Dios, qué bueno, tío. Qué bueno. Lo que quiera por llaves y cerraduras, a ver, ¿no? Vamos a seguir.
Welcome back.
Hi.
No, mierda. Odo.
Welcome back.
Hi there. Hello again. Tell me again about how to have keys made. It's exciting.
You bring me the serial number from the lock. I make the key. It's pretty straightforward.
I think I'll browse around a bit.
No, pero ya está, ¿no?
Anything.
Vale. Hostia, es que es muy bueno.
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
I think there's some writing on it, but it's too tiny to read.
They say the only real prison is the...
It's soft and extra fuzzy. It's good for relieving stress. The pen is mightier than the sword.
Ay, no, vale, esto es para las
Where
pistas.
kid? Stick.
No, no quiero pistas.
Aww, this is where I risked my neck for Elaine, and she showed me she only needed me to risk my heart. Also, the windows need some work.
¡Hostia, el callejón! El callejón que recordáis que pasábamos, que volvíamos también aquí en el 2 también volvíamos aquí a este callejón.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Gracias por los recuerdos, pero habría preferido la pasta, ¿no? Hostia, qué bueno.
Hi.
Everybody thinks they know more than the other.
Okay.
Hostia, qué bueno, tío. Ah, vale, vale, sí, sí, sí.
Hey, Wally.
¡Hombre! Wally del 2 también.
Well, look what the surf washed ashore. It's Guybrush Threepwood.
Nice to see you again too, Wally. Whatever your last name is.
I spent years in therapy getting over being burned, blinded, blown up, abandoned and marooned because of you.
Yeah, good times, huh?
You're lucky I'm past all that and am running the best map shop within the Caribbean and beyond.
I'm looking for a mop.
This is maps and more, not mops and more.
Well, I was hoping the and more might include mops.
Well, it doesn't. Try asking the cook over at the bar where he got his.
You wouldn't happen to have a map to the secret of Monkey Island.
Funny you should ask. I recently made one on commission, but then they destroyed all my source material. It is the only one in existence. Best of luck to you.
You have a lot of maps in here.
Es que es buenísimo, tío.
So many, you need a map to find them all. A little cartographer humor.
Yeah, I'd forgotten how funny it was. Looks like the shop across the way is in trouble.
The high-stakes, ego-driven world of pirating is changing, and dark magic is taking over. Voodoo magic is fun and all, but it's not what the new generation wants. Me? I'm on the bleeding edge and making a bundle. I'm about to franchise.
The town seems to be pretty run down.
Since Captain Madison made Melee her base of operations, people have been complaining. They say she brings a bad element to town, but that bad element spends a lot of money on maps. So, what am I supposed to do?
Do what's right?
I am. I'm doing what's right for Wally.
It's great to see you landed on your feet after all these years.
Business has been booming with all these new dark magic pirates. Captain Madison has me on a lucrative retainer. She pays extra for a bunch of wacky symbols I just make up.
I'll let you get back to cartographing.
That's not a real word.
Uh-huh. Ooh, those look fancy.
The finest tools to make the finest
Es que en serio, tío.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around the block once or twice. I feel very strongly about that for some reason. They're like glasses, only way less convenient. Ooh, look behind you, a three-headed monkey.
Oh, please take one. I use them to promote my business. See, it says maps and more on the edge.
Thanks.
Pues tío, hubiera molado que como en el 2 hubiese salido lo del mono de tres cabezas.
I don't. This is for reference. It's got
Hostia, es que mola mucho.
Continents.
Wally, can I have one of these maps?
Absolutely. If you pay for it.
Never mind. This map shows both sides of the globe.
It's twice the value.
This must be Trouser Island.
Actually, Mr. Threepwood, it's...
Yep, Trouser Island. It's a map on a fan. What'll they think of next? I had a map like this once, but I sailed left. It's maps wrapped in maps. I didn't know you could do that. Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby. The first rule of piracy is never buy a used treasure map. Ooh, this one looks nice. How much is it?
Oh, that one? Too much.
Good old mazes. Can't get enough mazes. Somewhat understated and somewhat overpriced. I try to steer clear of sea monsters myself. Never seen one of those before.
Es que hasta el felpudo es un mapa del parece que es de la tienda, ¿no? O sea, hasta el felpudo es un plano. O sea, es que es buenísimo, tío. Vamos para afuera. Grafitis hasta en la sopa.
Paint on a wall like that.
Once you have a key, you've got to open the door. Things are not what they seem. All keys are gold. It's the way of keys. No one ever works together. All want their own prize.
¿Qué son pistas o qué?
Hey, Guybrush! Hey, kid!
A ver. Si usamos el monóculo con esto.
Jail is like a bad breakfast.
I can read the serial number. I'll write it down so I don't forget.
Vale. Perfecto. Macho, es que es flipante.
Welcome back.
Hello. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. Good choice on the lock. These are really sturdy. It's the same kind they use over at the jail.
Oh, wow. What a coincidence. I had no idea. What's this lock?
A special one that can open with any of 4 different keys. And please, don't touch the glass.
What's that lock?
A famous lawyer used that to keep people from stealing his front doormat.
Hey, Guybrush!
Hey, kid!
Vale, a ver.
Darn it! I've been trying.
I already copied the serial number.
No more. Para apreciar.
This is awesome. Now I can open one of the jail cells.
Hot diggity, what a day, huh?
Otis, the authorities have reconsidered your case and decided that you should go free.
I'm very grateful to the authorities and will not mention their name should any awkward questions be asked. Good luck, Stan. I hope you get acquitted.
Oh, it's in the bag, friend, but thanks.
I'll stay on this side of the bars, just in case.
Music just makes you want to tap your feet, doesn't it?
¿Podemos abrirle a Stan también? Sí, ¿no?
No thanks. I'm about to be acquitted. Escaping looks bad.
Cómo mola. Vale, pues hemos soltado a este, pero no... A ver.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Qué buenísimo, tío. Totalmente, Ferreta.
It's an unusual safe with 5 keyholes.
Alas, the safe is not for sale. It has been placed with me for safekeeping.
I'd need a lot of keys to open that. The scroll work is nice, but there are no numbers here. Green, half off. Blue, half of half off. Yellow, half of half of half off. Orange, aren't you glad you're here? I'd need a lot of keys to open that. It says everything must go, but it says it with numbers. This is a neat symbol. What does it mean?
That used to contain magical disguises. But alas, they have all gone.
Yeah, it's too bad you're sold out. A magic disguise seems really useful.
There's always the famous eye patch of John Laney at the museum. I'm sure the magic has worn off by now, but I believe I could restore its abilities.
Pointy.
It is a non-magical ceremonial knife.
Vale, tenemos el diario del pirata, lo tiene en la su
Too bad it's empty.
La gobernadora. Uy, ¿y este?
Hi, Cobb. Hard to believe after all these years you're still here.
I was declared a historical landmark.
Yeah, the place does seem different from what I remember.
It's this new, younger generation of pirate leaders. Oh, they're highfalutin dark magic. Look at us. We're so much better than you because we don't drink grog before getting married. These kids today are all about sacking and pillaging. They've got no heart.
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Voy a mirar y coger. Ok, luego le echo un vistazo,
It's just some marketing gimmick Stan thought up. That only the gullible and naive would go looking for it.
Tell me about Loom.
Oh, I'm so sick of pirates asking me about Loom. Get lost.
Then why don't you take off the Ask Me About Loom button?
My grog-riddled body is fused with it. I'm more button than man at this point.
Oh, come on. Tell me about Loom. For old time's sake.
Beat it.
Say it.
No.
Say it.
Fine. You mean the latest masterpiece of fantasy storytelling from Lucasfilm's Brian Moriarty? Why, it's an extraordinary adventure with an interface of magic. Stunning, high-resolution 3D landscapes, sophisticated score, and musical effects. Not to mention the detailed animation and special effects, elegant point-and-click control of characters, objects, and magic spells. Beat the rush. Go out and buy Loom today.
Yes!
Now get lost.
Qué bueno, tío.
Nice talking to you.
Yeah, yeah.
¿Y tú qué habrías votado, Gelas?
Guybrush Threepwood, as I live and breathe. How have you been?
Same old, same old.
How's Elaine? She was always my favorite governor. Also, she covered your tab when you stopped coming in.
Still in public service. Fighting scurvy now.
My place is clean. Our health certificates are up to date.
No, it's not like that. She's got a foundation. They're trying to promote limes as a preventative.
Oh, well, tell her I say hello.
Do you know where I can buy a mop?
Buy? You don't want to buy a mop.
I think I do.
The mop is the formal tool of a cook. Not as clumsy or random as a dish rag. An elegant tool for a more civilized clean.
En serio, es que es una detrás de otra, ¿eh?
Hope to succeed with the mop of another.
I can't?
You must construct your own. A single, perfect instrument that you will keep and use for a lifetime.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
Once you build it, the mop will become your constant companion, your tool, and a ready means of defense against spills of all kinds.
Build it?
The wood is the heart of the handle. The heart is the handle of the cook. You are one.
Not helpful so far.
You must find a particular tree. A tree uniquely suited to the
Hostia, es que es buenísimo,
handle of mops. Carve your handle from a limb of that tree. Any questions?
What about the head of the mop?
Oh, you have to have one, of course, but pretty much anything will do. It's mostly about the handle.
Okay, I guess I'll do it. What's wrong?
You gave the story the wrong title. It should be called Mop Quest. When do we get to the piratey parts?
Well, even the coolest professions involve more mopping up than you would think. It seemed crazy to me at the time, too. But don't forget, it was all so I could board a ship, take command, and sail to Monkey Island. But first, I had to make a mop.
Stay away from my mop.
Pests or garnishes?
A good cook sources local supply.
Active little guys, aren't they? Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. Looks like a mugshot. The plaque says, in memory of looming seagulls of old.
Las gaviotas que matábamos aquí. Hostia, es que en serio, es que es buenísimo esto, ¿eh?
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee. It doesn't look finished. It's Elaine's flyer about how limes combat scurvy. Oh, I'd like this knife.
An excellent choice. I will need you to verbally agree to a release of liability.
Okay.
This product is not to be used in the commission of any crime, including vandalism, jailbreak, and theft of ancient priceless artifacts.
No problem.
Threatening, frightening, stabbing, shaving, or manicuring yourself or another person are likewise considered outside the scope of acceptable use.
Oh, okay, I guess.
The product is not balanced for throwing. Throwing the product violates these terms and will invalidate the warranty. Whittling, scrimshaw, mumbledy-peg, juggling, and any tricks involving stacking or balancing the product may cause serious injury and should not be attempted by unlicensed persons.
Uh-huh.
Use with breads, spreads, bedspreads, or thread may damage the product. If damaged, the product should not be used. Product is sharp and should not be carried in a pocket, coat, belt, hatband, handbag, shoulder holster, or sheath. At all times, keep the product away from children, pets, the aged or infirm, clowns, pirates, and adults. Where possible, it should be locked securely in a vault. The manufacturer accepts no responsibility for the consequences of any use or misuse of this product. By verbally assenting to these terms, purchaser hereby assumes all liability, past, present, and future, throughout this and all possible and impossible universes.
Que no me jodas.
Oh, is this where I say yes?
Yes.
Yes. Is there anything I am allowed to do with it?
I am not able to answer that question, as it could create a liability issue.
Hostia, qué bueno, tío.
Not for me. Everything's spilled out of it in a puddle. Someone's very excited I'm looking at this sign. The curtains are for sale too?
Dios, es que es buenísimo, ¿eh? Tú ya te lo has pasado. Difícil, hemos puesto difícil.
Property foreclosed by order of Madison Enterprise.
Hemos puesto difícil. Vale, vamos al... Vamos al bosque a por la rama.
Warning. The dark forest ahead is deadly and twisty. Maps are highly recommended. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6.
Hostia, el Museo de la Paratirada. Aquí es donde está lo del parche ese que nos han dicho. Esta era la Esta era la mansión de la Swordmaster, ¿no?
Once upon a time, I won a t-shirt right here on the front lawn.
Hi there. Welcome to the Melee Island Museum of Pirate Lore. I'm Conrad, the curator and docent here. I also edit the Pirate Times newsletter. Here, take my business card.
Thanks.
The museum showcases the largest collection of pirate memorabilia in the Caribbean. Or on Melee Island at the very least. The provenance of each item has been very carefully researched and fact-checked by myself and my team. Feel free to explore. And if you have any questions, just ask.
What can you tell me about this eye patch?
That's the pride of the collection. It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him. I tried it on though, and nothing happened.
The display case is locked.
Vale, vamos a mirar la...
Well, the numbers are a little clearer, but still too tiny to read. That map looks familiar.
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. I got it from the cartographer on Low Street. Apparently, he was somehow involved in the search for Big Whoop.
About all Wally managed to do was get kidnapped by LeChuck's henchmen.
That's not the way he tells it.
I'm just trying to help.
Thanks. I've got it under control.
How on earth do you have that note?
Oh yeah, that's very interesting. That was found tucked inside of a book at the Fat Island Library. It's the actual note left by the ghost pirate LeChuck when he kidnapped Governor Marley.
I know what it is. The lookout handed it to me just before I finished my 3 trials. I was crushed, but undaunted. I gathered a crew and I sailed to Monkey Island to save her. Not that she needed it, as it turned out.
Wow, man, you're really into this. I've got a role-playing group on Thursday nights.
You don't believe me?
It's not a question of belief.
Never mind. It's not
El
important.
grupo de rol. ¿Y la pata de palo?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood.
No kidding? Wow! Are you named after Guybrush Threepwood?
I guess you could say that.
Nice.
I'm going to find the legendary secret of Monkey Island.
Oh, that's excellent! Super retro. If you need a place to display it, I know a convenient museum.
Do you have maps of the forest here?
No, that's not really what we do. Try the map shop in town?
Your museum is quaint.
Thanks. It's been a personal passion of mine. I'm nuts about old-timey pirate stuff.
Old-timey?
Being around it really makes you feel like you're a part of something. Doesn't it?
I am part of something.
Exactly.
Are any of these things valuable?
The security parrot isn't just here to look piratey. John Laney's eye patch is irreplaceable. It's the highlight of the collection. Amazingly, I got it at a yard sale. They didn't know what they had.
Tell me about that newsletter of yours.
The Pirate Times. We publish pirate news, pirate stories, pirate poetry, all things piratey, really.
I see you wear a peg leg, despite having both of your original legs.
Just part of the docent's outfit, for the tourists. Kids always want to try it on.
That's charming and creepy at the same time.
This is a museum for people who think attacking ships and murdering the crew for profit sounds fun.
Touché.
Es que buenísimo, tío.
I'll have a look around.
Please do.
That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten. What do you feed it?
Thieves, mostly.
Good to know. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. What was this cinder you've got on the wall?
Oh, that. Yeah, that was an unsent love letter, written by Elaine Marley, while she was governor of the island.
What? Elaine?
The recipient was referred to only as Plunder Bunny.
That's me!
It was a really touching letter. Unfortunately, I put the candle too close to it.
What did it say? Tell me what she said.
Oh, you know, love letter stuff. Honestly, I don't remember a word of it, but it was touching.
Thanks a lot. Tell me about this hunk of wood.
That's an original plank from the Golden Hind, autographed by Francis Drake himself.
Hostia, Francis Drake? El del Uncharted.
Is this a left hook or a right hook?
That once belonged to the dread pirate Meat Hook. Supposedly he was ambidextrous. Also, he used to live right here, on Melee.
Qué bueno, tío. Hola, Rina, buenas tardes de nuevo. ¿Qué tal la siesta?
It's cracker mix. Some assembly required.
A ver, ¿tenemos algo más por aquí? No, ¿verdad? Ué. Salir del almacén, no tenemos nada más. ¡Uy! ¡Ay, mira! Tarjeta de trivial. A ver. ¿Cómo? Creo que está mal. Creo que ponía que no se podía alimentar con pan, ¿no? Hostia, hay que estar atento con esto. Seguro que me he dejado ya alguna. Mierda.
What's the significance of the peg leg?
That belonged to the infamous peg leg Patty. She used to hide a spare cutlass in it, in case of capture. Sadly, that's the reason she's no longer with us.
What's this melted lump of metal?
It used to be a mug. It was melted by some kind of acid. It was found in the Malay jail many years ago, after an incident where like 20 pirates escaped.
Hey, I did that. I had to keep pouring the grog from mug to mug because it was melting them. I had an armload of mugs and I juggled them all the way from the scum bar to the jail. Also, I could get Otis to join my crew. Not my greatest decision in retrospect.
That's a pretty wild story.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm sure you are, but it just doesn't quite square with the official record. So it's hard to substantiate.
Substantiate? You've got an eyewitness.
Eyewitnesses are notoriously inaccurate. Human memory is plastic and suggestible.
Not yours, apparently.
No, of course not. I deal in facts.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
Vale, y no podemos mejorarlo, o sea, no podemos leerlo con el monóculo. Vale, vamos para afuera.
A classic specimen of Alata needleus, a carnivorous vascular dinosaur known for its tasteful coloration, slight wiggle, and loads of tiny, sharp teeth.
Ahí, mira.
Ooh, purple flowers. These must be teasel, or alliums, or clematis.
A ver. Algo del huerto. ¡Ole! ¿Y si fallas, qué pasa? No se pierden. Ok, Ferda.
Ugh. I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Ay, mira, otra.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
¿Cuántos cangrejos ermitaños vivían en la isla mínima? Estoy hecho una bestia partísima, ¿eh? Vale, vamos a ver al astillero, vamos a ver si podemos entrar.
The assets of this establishment have been seized to settle a class action lawsuit. Have a nice day.
¿Podemos entrar?
The window's all boarded up, and it's very dark in there. Is that an old toothbrush? I don't want to wreck my brand new shiny knife.
Vale. Espérate, que seguro que aquí me he dejado alguna también. No. Ay, mira, ahora el ratón está ahí arriba.
Hi again. I'm thinking about going on LeChuck's expedition after all.
I'm glad to hear you decided to patch things up.
No, he doesn't want me on the ship. I'm blacklisted. I'm gonna have to go in disguise.
These Shakespearean comedies just write
la tienes
themselves.
que... Vale. Sin panáculo. Un gorilanáculo, ¿no?
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's keen on bluntness. I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Good for you.
Hi.
Are you my waiter? I want the excellent dish I had at the governor's mansion last week. I don't know what it's called, but it was sort of, you know, a hot food.
Yeah, but I'm not...
It had ingredients in it or something.
I'm not your waiter.
I already told your incompetent cook this, but he still hasn't brought me my dinner.
I don't work here. I'm not a waiter.
Hop to it!
Right away, sir. Oh, you look like the health inspector tasted your stew. Or you did.
Worse. Marlin is here.
Who?
The customer I have nightmares about. He's the only importer of yak fat on the island, so I need to keep him happy, but he makes that impossible. Today he wants me to make him a dish that he ate last week at some kind of event at the governor's mansion. But of course he doesn't remember what it's called or know what's in it or even remember what color it was. He says he thinks it has ingredients.
Tenía ingredientes.
I don't have the slightest idea what to make.
Oh, where did he say he had the dish he wants you to make?
At the governor's mansion. It's probably some exotic, weird-tasting thing from a swanky cookbook.
If I brought you a recipe, could you make it?
Of course. I'm a cook. See the hat?
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Can I ask you again about the mop I need to make?
Sure.
Never mind. It's amazing what you can achieve if you put your mind to it. Then you have a packet of stick-on stars. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk. The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
Vale, vamos a ver. Voy a intentar hablar con el de los mapas otra vez. Hostia, igual aquí también me he dejado. A ver.
What's this thing?
It's a forgiveness frog. When no apology will do, give the forgiveness frog. It's like a card, only much better because it's a frog.
I've never heard of that before. Are you sure it's real voodoo?
No comment. It works. Trust me.
I'll take this forgiveness frog.
It can help someone forgive even
Hostia, qué bueno.
very old transgressions.
Vale, a ver. Me está entrando sueño.
How much for the safe?
It is not for sale at any price. As I said, it has been placed with me for safekeeping.
Me voy a tomar otro monster.
Better to have one for each eye.
If you say so.
Vale. Y si ahora cogemos este con este.
If one monocle is good, two is better.
Perfecto. Y
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius. It's hopeless. Nothing says I'm sorry like a dried up old frog.
No worries. I've moved beyond you blinding, burning, blowing up and marooning me all those years ago.
Good to know. Hey, Wally. I'm looking for a tree to make a stupid mop from. Have you got a map for that?
So the cook has sent you on one of his spiritual journeys? Been a while since I made one of those mop tree maps. What kind of tree is it again?
I don't know. A wood one?
That's okay. Just bring me a sliver of the wood and I can work it out from there. I'm that good.
Bye.
Dios, es buenísimo, ¿eh? Vale, ahora vamos para allá otra vez. Es que es un crack. Vale, vamos a la... aquí. Porque hay un tío en la ventana. Vale, y si hacemos esto con esto...
Stay away from my mop.
How's it going with that nightmare customer guy?
My stomach feels like it's full of cannonballs and splintered rowboats.
Oh, look behind you! A three-headed monkey!
I do know a great stew recipe for monkey heads, but I can't think about that right now.
Bueno, pues vamos a hacer...
I'll see what I can find.
Vamos a hacer este, entonces. No, me equivoco.
The note says, forced to close. Thanks for the memories, but cash would have been better.
Hey, kid!
Hey, Stan!
Hello there, son!
Are you sure you don't want me to break you out?
115%, son, but thanks.
Vale, pues hasta luego. Yep. Vale. A ver qué comió la esta. Teníamos un libro de recetas aquí también, ¿no?
Edgy. I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey. I've come for a recipe, a dish you served at a recent function. It's been described as hot and having ingredients in it. Ring any bells?
I do host plenty of functions, but I'm afraid I don't have any idea what you're talking about.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Vale, no tenemos eso, a ver.
Can I borrow a book?
You never brought back the last book you borrowed. You never even apologized.
I'll pay for it.
I don't need your money.
Vale, pues si le pedimos disculpas.
This is for you.
You're giving me a frog?
It's a forgiveness frog, for when words aren't enough.
You haven't even bothered to write anything personal on this frog. That's just rude. I reject your frog.
Vale. Y si...
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future.
Es que es muy bueno esto, tío.
Dear Dear Carla,
Es que no me
this is
jodas.
a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
¿Por qué? ¿Por qué ahora me rechaza?
It's a lot of work being governor.
Algo he hecho mal.
Can we try the frog again?
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Vale, a ver.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I value that you are dedicated to dedication. And I know you're really nicer than people say you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future.
A ver.
This is for you.
Dear
Verás.
Carla, this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
Vaya. Vale, hay que dar con la frase apropiada, ¿no? Vale. Querida Carla.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I realize that you are tough on toughness. And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me.
A ver.
This is for you.
Dear Carla,
Que diese una vuelta por ahí, vale.
this is a nice sentiment, but the only personal thing you got right in here is my name. I reject your frog.
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
A ver.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Edgy. It's a lot of work being governor.
Vale, y a ver. El peluche.
It's soft and extra fuzzy.
Vale, vamos al...
I've always thought this looked like my old ship, the Sea Monkey.
Vale, voy a ir a hacer lo de... ¿Qué cerradura hemos dicho que tenía que abrir? Ah, vale, ya, perdón. La de esto.
Ah, crystal clear. I'll just write that down. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it.
Vale, ahora volvemos para que nos hagan la llave.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hiya. Can you make me a key from this serial number?
Sure. This will be for a high-end display case. You a collector?
Yeah. Stamps. It doesn't seem interested.
Por si acaso.
At the end of the plank.
My mother's. Please don't touch it.
How much for the fishing lure?
It's not for sale. This is a locksmith shop. Perhaps you saw the sign outside?
Vale.
It'll be my ship soon enough. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. Hey, watch it!
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay. The plaque says, "In memory of looming seagulls of old." Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Let's pretend I was really considering this. What sort of pirate qualifications have you got, exactly?
I completed the 3 trials.
Trials? It's how they used to make their bones in the old days.
Well, I was a director of combat operations for the British Navy, and I've written 2 books on ship-to-ship tactics.
I'm a founding member and co-director of the Red Fleet and hold records for civilian casualties from San Domingo to Venezuela.
I'm an expert in 17 forms of hand-to-hand combat, 3 of which I invented. I served with Bellamy, Teach, and Roberts before they each met an untimely end that I might have had nothing to do with.
Just so you know, this is the kind of resume we expect.
Oh. Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
Vale, a ver qué más podemos sacar por ahí.
The problem with this statue is it's not a statue of Elaine, the best ever governor of Melee.
Vale, y claro, para eso necesitamos la receta.
I appreciate that Wally hasn't traded it in for a new model just because it's been around. Hey, Wally, what's with the window ladder?
I use it to keep an eye on the neighbors.
Well, it's good to have a hobby.
Y a ver.
If any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one.
Vamos a intentar abrir lo del museo.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Looking good.
That is a really big parrot.
That's folded perfectly. That'll do, parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock. Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
Vale.
It doesn't seem interested. It's good for relieving stress. It's soft and extra fuzzy.
No podemos matar al loro. Vale.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Vale, aquí no hay nada.
What you working on?
Crossword puzzle.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
Vale.
What's the story with the wanted poster?
That's the earliest known wanted poster for Captain Kate Capsize.
Es el
You can tell how
de... el del 2
notorious she
también.
was by the huge number of crimes listed there. Very impressive. I got it from a collector on Fat Island.
Those are my own crimes, actually. I was pretty much public enemy #1 on Fat Island at the time. I stuck Kate's picture on there so she'd get thrown in jail.
That would never work. Nobody's that clueless in real life.
This is absurd. It's like this whole wall is stuff from my personal adventures, but somehow I'm not even mentioned in your stories.
That's what's so great about this museum. Everyone makes their own connections with the exhibits, and it's highly personal and different for everyone.
That's not what I'm trying to say at all.
That's okay. You don't need to say anything. Just listen to what the exhibits tell you.
Fine.
Vale, vale, pues nada, esto no lo podemos. Tenemos que entretenerlo de alguna forma.
I used to love these when I was 6. Until I got trapped in one for 2 days. I think they're illegal now. Oh, I used to love these when I was 6. Museum of Pirate Lore.
Porque por ahí tampoco tenemos nada.
I've seen that same painting on a box of frozen instant cereal. Elaine told me that's Lauder Neckbeard, second governor of Melee Island. His overly strict morals and overly lax regulatory policies helped make the island what it is today.
A ver.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. And I always tell people how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. You scare the heck out of me. This is for you.
A ver.
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
Lo podemos hacer mejor. A ver.
Ugh, looks like Carla wasn't too keen on getting her portrait done. Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. And everybody says how nice you are. Please accept my humblest apology. I've implemented a reminder system for myself.
Vale, creo que falla en el segundo. O sea, en el segundo desde el final.
Can we try the frog again?
Dear Carla, this is a nice sentiment, and it looks like you even know something about me. One thing. You can do better. I reject your frog.
A ver. Resaltar todos los objetos. Vale, esto mola. Hostia, esto mola.
I think it's a chandelier. Looks sort of like an eye.
A ver qué me he dejado aquí.
Welcome back.
Hiya. These are nice.
Thanks.
Aquí lo hemos cogido todo.
Hey, kid. No offense, but I want to be sure you don't waste your whole day in here. A guy like you's...
Oh. No. La primera que fallamos.
Employees only. It seems to be stuck closed. I skipped school the day they taught lockpicking. I don't see anything useful here.
Vale. ¿Y esta qué es? ¿Qué edificio es? La iglesia. Es que esto abre un mundo de posibilidades.
What kind of person would just paint on a wall like that? Elaine would never have stood for this when she was... This place has kind of gone downhill. If any clock were the exception to that rule, it would be this one. Going out of business? This place is an institution. Well, the voodoo here must be authentic, culturally, and historically accurate. The sign says so. A crystal. Yeah, this isn't that kind of game. Keep up the good work, buddy. Do you do gift wrapping?
We're out of wrapping paper, unless you'd like it wrapped in the skin of a lizard.
No thanks. Not for me. I'm not going to touch it. It says everything must go, but it says it with numbers. Next time I'm in a drum circle, this would come in handy.
Una batucada, dice.
What's cooking?
The Feast of Knowledge.
I've always been impressed by your chair.
Thank you.
Vamos a explorar por ahí. Ahí va.
Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Vale, espérate. Vamos al museo. Porque es lo primero que necesitamos ahora mismo, ¿no? No, lo que necesitábamos era lo de la... Lo de la pava. A ver.
That's a nice coffin.
The one with the ore. Yeah, the coffin had a lot of water damage when I got it from the voodoo lady in town. But I managed to restore it. It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
The water damage is actually from the swamp on Scab Island.
Unlikely. The prison in question is nowhere near Scab Island.
You should think about hiring a research assistant.
Oh, I did. Unpaid, of course. Intern.
Tell me again about the ore?
It was used by a certain well-known captain in a daring escape from a Turkish prison.
A ver. Bueno, aquí no hay nada.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces.
Vale, nada. Y... Uy, he visto algo que se movía aquí. Mira otra carta. ¡Oh! Otra, a ver. Dinky Island está también, sí.
I'm hopelessly lost without a map.
Vale, a ver aquí. En Stan.
It says Tan's previously owned vessels. So sad. Stan's used to be the best place to buy used ships. It always looks bigger on this side of the island.
Pero a ver. Bosque museo, vale, nada. Ahora vamos a entrar en el bar.
Fancy. Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames. Remind me never to eat here again.
No. A ver, podríamos también darle una carta de perdón a Wally. O sea, una rana de perdón a Wally, pero no, bro. Pues no sé. ¿Qué es lo que se me está escapando? En el museo debería haber información sobre Carla. La Swordmaster. Y en la mansión. A ver. Esta era su antigua casa, de hecho.
Tell me again about the map?
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. What's a 6-letter word for pirate?
Pirate.
Me da la cama de la bien gorda. Vale, a ver. Ah, espérate. Ya sé. Creo que sé. Hostia.
Re-elect Governor Carla. She's keen on bluntness.
Keen on bluntness. Vale, eso lo tenemos.
The problem with this statue honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santo Domingo. Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor, Carla the Swordmaster, for her heroic actions at Santo Domingo. I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
It'll turn out to be a t-shirt or something.
A ver si lo tenemos ya o no.
Dear Carla, sorry for losing the book I borrowed. I appreciate that you're keen on bluntness. As shown by your actions at Santo Domingo, please accept my humblest apology. I promise to do better in the future.
A ver, ha dicho Santo Domingo, ¿no?
Honoring Melee Island's 27th governor,
Santo Domingo,
Carla the
vale.
Swordmaster, for her
Vale, lo
heroic
tenemos.
actions at Santo Domingo.
Vale, lo tenemos. ¿En el forro del cojín? ¿En serio?
This is for you.
Dear Carla, I'm impressed, Guybrush. Surprisingly thoughtful. Considering it's you, I'm strangely moved to forgive you for losing my book. And I'll treasure this frog as a memento of the time you did something right.
It's a cookbook. It has 4 stars, but it looks like they're for difficulty. Can I borrow this cookbook?
You cook like a cow.
That's why I need the cookbook.
Oh, all right. I was upset after you lost the last one, but you seemed genuinely sorry, so I guess I'll give you another chance.
Thanks. I won't let you down. I'll definitely return this.
¿Y los otros qué son? Y ahora vamos al bar con el libro de la receta con ingredientes. A ver.
I found this at the governor's mansion.
Aha! The mystery dish must be in there. I have no idea which one it'll be, so I'll just have to make them all. I'd better get to work. Thanks, Guybrush. This will be excellent.
Ok, luego le echo un vistazo, Rina.
It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFleur.
He'll never complain again.
Ugh, I remember that stench as if it were yesterday.
Brilliant innovation. Ingredients indeed. Seems like a lot, but okay. Coming along nicely. Keep your hands off my mop.
Ladrón de fregonas, logro desbloqueado. La madre que los parió, tío. Vale.
Wally, here's a sample of the wood you wanted. Can
Qué
you
bueno.
make me a map now?
10 minutos después.
Sure, here it is.
Thanks, Wally. Hey, Wally, what's in these boxes?
Maps.
Qué sueño tengo. Me voy a ir a dormir. A estas horas sí. Vale, a ver.
Oops. Oh, well, probably fine. So much to do. He'll never complain again.
Busy?
Yup.
Okay, see you around.
Vale, lo que quiero es servir el plato y recuperar el libro. No sé si con esto es suficiente, pero bueno. A ver, tenemos el mapa. tenemos el mapa, vamos a echarle un vistazo al mapa. Abrir el mapa. Vale. Derecha, arriba. Vale, vamos para allá. Al bosque. Pues sí tiene el símbolo del World of Warcraft arriba. A ver. A ver. Tenemos que girar a la derecha primero. Vale, ahora a ver. ¿Para arriba? Derecha otra vez. Ah, espérate, no, me tendré que fijar a lo mejor en los símbolos. Vale, flores rosas con flores rosas. Y aquí, setas con setas. Vale, setas. Vale. Ay, mira otra carta. ¿Cuántos cuervos hay en la cofa de Lebarco? Hostia, no me he dado cuenta. Ahora lo vemos. Vale. Vale, ahora flores con setas.
Purple flowers.
Flores con setas, correcto. Vale, flores con setas. La planta carnívora con setas.
A classic specimen.
Correcto. Planta carnívora con setas otra vez. Correcto. Ahora setas con flores rosas. No. Espérate que lo he leído mal, yo creo, el mapa. O sea, flores rosas con... Vale, con planta carnívora. Y las setas con setas. Vale, y ahora... Flores con flores. O sea, planta carnívora, quiere decir. Ay, creo que lo he hecho mal, entonces. Claro, sí, es que sí soy gilipollas. Vale, aquí. Flores con flores. A la planta carnívora y llegamos.
Wow! The distinctive shape tells me this is the rare endangered Malay Island mop handle tree.
Hostia, espérate. ¿Con esto? Horas más tarde, verás. Sí, sí, tú sí. ¿Nos hemos cargado el árbol entero? ¿En serio? Pobrecicos los animales.
Another resource has given its all in support of my personal goals. It's what nature is for. I must have startled them while I was whittling. Some animals are quite skittish. I must have startled them while I was whittling.
Hostia, qué bueno,
Some
tío.
animals are quite skittish. Hey, little dear.
Es que encima todas las ramas del árbol eran mangos. O sea, todas las ramas del árbol eran mangos.
It's probably time for them to fly south. Hey, little dear.
No. Vengo a salir por el otro lado.
I'll take a shortcut back.
Muchas horas después. Tío, qué buenos son los cabrones. Vale, y si ponemos esto con esto.
I made him up.
Vale, ahora necesitaríamos el parche. Ahora necesitaríamos el parche, ¿no? Me está molando bastante, la verdad. Y el resto de los árboles y el fuego. ¡Ay, no! Mira lo que había aquí.
I hope this isn't one of those party cruises. Looks like this is going to be a long journey. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
No, ¿dónde se supone que están los... ¿Dónde se supone que están los cuervos?
It'll be my ship soon enough.
A ver. El escudo de armas del castillo de hielo de Muda está formado por... Hostia, pues esto no lo sé. Ni idea. Vale. Espérate, el ese... A ver, no será este.
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay.
No sé si este me da algo.
Coming along nicely. So much to do.
I remember that stench as if it were yesterday. Pleasantly scorching hot.
Ingredients indeed. This will be excellent.
No, espérate, vamos a hablar y decirle que ya tengo mi... esta, ¿no? ¿O qué?
Busy?
Yup.
Busy?
Yup.
Look at my new mop. I made it myself.
That's a fantastic mop. Absorbent, expertly carved handle. It should last you a lifetime of fine mopping. Do I really have to salt it so often? Coming along nicely.
Vale, vamos a ver. Vale, ahora tendremos que pillar el parche del...
Expedition to fabled Monkey Island. Crew positions available. Serve under LeChuck, the most fearsome pirate on the 8 seas. Equal opportunity employer. Inquire here. Hey.
Threepwood, I shouldn't even be talking to you.
Come on, let me have the swabby job.
If you were anybody else and you had a mop, I'd hire you. But you're you, so I'm sorry, I can't.
Vale, está clarísimo. Tenemos que hacernos... Espérate, porque esto... Esto supongo que ya no nos hará falta, no habrá que darle la esta.
16 cups in a gallon. Ingredients indeed. Oops.
Are you done with the cookbook?
Well,
I'd like it
probably
back.
fine. I'm still using it.
No, pues hay que recuperarlo entonces.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it. Coming along nicely.
The food is more exciting when you can smell the risk.
Entonces, ¿qué? A ver.
It's like a miniature dance party.
¿Cómo podemos hacer para terminar el...? No, no me deja.
This will be excellent. Coming along nicely.
Vale, a ver. Tengo que pensar cómo le podemos recuperar ahora el libro.
Looks like a mugshot.
O cómo podemos hacer que termine de hacer la...
Waiter, I can't understand why this is taking so long. Just bring me what the governor served me last week.
Of course, sir. Sorry for the delay.
No. No. No funciona.
Fancy.
No. Han pasado muchas horas, de hecho.
When they get close to finding it, suddenly they are gone.
Todo se soluciona cortando. Ah, amigo, ya. Ya entiendo. Ah, pues no.
It's Carla's copy of Ingredients by Barbie LaFlay.
Pero le iba a arrancar una hoja. No. Le iba a arrancar una hoja, digo... No.
So much to do.
Looks like a mugshot.
No, tampoco. Tío, si le corto las hojas al libro, a lo mejor termina. Vale, no. Claro, yo me lo he tomado literal como un hint. Claro, ¿sabes por qué? Porque digo, si le corto las hojas al libro... Pero no, que no, bien. A ver.
Can I borrow this book?
One book at a time. I only trust you so far.
Ya ves, tenemos que devolver ese. Ay, espérate. ¿De dónde había dicho que quién le había dicho que le había dado esto?
got a few coins for incidentals.
Claro, necesitaríamos eso.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Creo que me acabo de cargar el peluche y ya, ¿no? ¡No, no, 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 no!
Nice and hot. Wonder how long I could stand here before bursting into flames.
Hostia, pues me he perdido dos items.
Remind me never to eat here again. Busy?
Yup, coming along nicely.
Busy?
Yup. Always confused about baking versus roasting. Coming along nicely.
Pues algo he liado.
Sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Igual he liado ya, ¿no? ¿Por quemar eso? No, supongo que si lo he podido quemar es porque era posible.
It'll be my ship soon enough. Say what you want about my evil, horrible, no parking of demonic, ghostly, or undead vessels or scooters. Tuesdays 3 to 4. I hope this isn't one of those party cruises.
Vale, a ver cómo me puedo deshacer del...
I'm gonna find the secret of Monkey Island.
Don't sound much like pirating to me.
Vale, la comida del mono tampoco, de los loros no.
Well, now that doesn't even seem possible. So much to do. Oops. Oh, well, probably fine. This will be excellent.
Are you sure I can't persuade you to back my expedition to Monkey Island?
Yes.
En difícil, en difícil. yo querría recuperar mi libro para dárselo a la gobernadora y poder coger el del pirata este del parche que tienen en el museo, para coger el parche del museo y ser otra persona diferente. Es lo que mi cabeza está pensando.
Buzz off.
O sea, eso es lo que pienso yo.
Do you get a lot of people in here?
This is the off-season.
Y ahora yo quiero esto.
Tell me again about the eye patch.
It belonged to Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Supposedly, it had voodoo powers that would disguise him.
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it. That is a really big parrot. Wonder how many hands it's eaten.
Claro, porque esto no me deja.
It doesn't seem interested. Actually, I think I'd rather not hear about that again.
What? No. No, tampoco. ¡Ay, mira! Bueno, empecé a trabajar en Lucasfilm en 84.
Eye patch worn by Captain John Laney, the pirate of 1,000 faces. Tell me again about the map?
That's 1/4 of the original map to the treasure of Big Whoop. Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. I like things neat. Gotta get these edges.
That is a really big parrot.
That's folded perfectly.
Vale. Igual hay que hacer algo en ese momento.
That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock. Welcome back. Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
Vale, a ver si hacemos.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Mom would be proud. Crisp creases. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Es para ese momento exacto, el único momento en el que nos dejan.
Please try not to touch anything that seems like you're not supposed to touch it.
Pirate Times, editor Conrad Lee, ready to publish your unrecognized genius.
Vale, y si le damos comida al loro.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Left first, then...
That doesn't seem interesting.
That's folded perfectly.
No.
That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
Vale, vamos a ver.
Welcome back. I checked the display case and it seems fine, so we're open for business again.
Hombre, ¿qué pasa, Samuel Bonico? ¿Qué has dado con ello? A ver.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Mom would be proud.
No.
That's folded perfectly.
Joder, es que no me da tiempo. Pues ahí vamos con el Monkey nuevo, disfrutándolo un poquillo y dejándome los sesos. Hostia, llevamos casi 3 horas a grabar de... Igual debería hacer una pausa y comer algo también, ¿eh?
Welcome back. I checked the display case and it seems fine, so we're open for business again. Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Left first, then right. Gotta get these edges perfect. That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
No, claro, tienes que darle el ítem correcto. No, a la Leeds clásica no le voy a dar. El WoW para mí ya está muerto. El duro pide cazuela, sí.
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Crisp creases. Left first, then right.
Nada, no me deja. No, yo es que paso ya de...
That'll do, Parrot. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave the museum while I figure out what's going on with my display case lock.
O podríamos coger algo más que no sea... Claro, podríamos intentar coger algo mientras que no sea el parche y decírselo que se lo cambiamos. Vale, a ver. Puedo intentar robarle algo mientras.
Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Gotta get these edges perfect.
Tell me again about the mop.
That's folded perfectly.
No me deja. No, yo es que es eso. Mira que me lo han planteado incluso al retail también, pero es que no. El WoW para mí ya ha llegado donde iba. Y el Lich King ya lo jugué en su momento y lo quemé en su momento y no... Es que no tengo... Es que no. Con la cantidad de juegos que hay, no creo que vuelva al WoW al menos en muchísimo tiempo. Vale, eso tampoco es. ¿Y si empujamos al loro a la vela? Si le doy comida tampoco...
Whoa! That's not supposed to be unlocked. I'd better fold this and put it in storage. Then I can figure out what's wrong with the lock. Left first, then...
That is a really big...
That's folded perfectly. That'll do, Parrot.
Oh, ¿y si le podemos intentar quitar la placa?
While I figure out what's going on with my display case lock. Welcome back. I checked the display case and it seems fine, so we're open for business again.
¿Puedo matar al loro? Claro, le podría echar... A ver. No. Y con la comida no le puedo echar comida ahí tampoco, ¿no?
It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it.
A ver, no. No, eso tampoco es. Joder, no, entonces no sé. O sea, yo creo que habría que darle algo de comida al loro, ¿no? Para que se quedase durmiendo o alguna cosa de esas.
Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. Especially fortified for the healthy parrot diet. It doesn't seem interested. It's a working parrot. That is a really big parrot. It's a working parrot. I shouldn't bother it.
¿Qué interactúa mi inventario con mis...
It's my very own, very sharp, non-magical ceremonial knife.
¿Cómo que con qué interactúa mi inventario? Yo lo que quiero es matar al pollo. A ver. Al revés, a ver.
There's some very tiny writing on it.
Claro, si yo abro esto... Pero no, es que es lo que decimos. Tiene que ser antes de que suene la alarma.
I've got a few coins for incidentals.
No, esto tampoco.
This is awesome. Now I can... It's my very own, the pen is mightier than the sword. It's a single perfect instrument that I will keep and use for a life. Do you get a lot of people in here?
This is the off-season.
Vale, en lo de las llaves. En lo de las llaves están... Pero no.
That once belonged to the
Pero
dread
no.
pirate me took.
Porque esto no funciona. En lo de la de las llaves tenía las galletas. Vale, vamos a ver. ¿Y cómo estás, Q, bonita? Que no te había visto. Y hola, Arparabiosa, ¿cómo estás? Que joder, me he perdido un montón de cosas del chat. Me he perdido cosas del chat. No será frustrado. No, frustrado no. Estoy concentrado.
Hello, Mr. Brush.
Hi. Oh, I'd really like some crackers.
Hands off. Those are my last crackers.
Vale, y si le damos estas...
I found some cracker mix. You could bake fresh crackers in your furnace.
Thanks. The ones on the plate were getting a bit stale. Take some if you want.
Don't mind if I do.
Vale, ahora sí. Ahora sí. Ahora sí. Claro, lo que no me daba cuenta de que las galletas de la caja estaban sin ensamblar. Vale. Que eso es lo que pasaba en el 2 era, ¿no? Joder, qué lerdo soy. Vale, ahora sí. Ahora sí.
What do you expect me to do?
No, es el nuevo,
Issue
Q.
a proclamation?
Of course not, Carla. We'll need to generate public support. I'm working on that.
People around here don't like any kind of restrictions, even if it's for their own good.
But we can put a requirement on ships traveling to the north. There's already a customs check, so the infrastructure is all in place.
Well, it's a start. Scurvy's a big problem. Let's do all we can.
Agreed.
I've come a long way. Is there anything else on the agenda?
Coffee?
A ver qué está pasando aquí en la mansión.
Stay out of my bedroom, Threepwood.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy.
Claro, este es el arte que habían criticado tantísimo de que no era como los viejos. Que no sé si lo habías visto, que la gente lo había criticado muchísimo, que... Bueno, la gente, algunos gilipollas. Y esto ya no hace falta para nada.
Are you done with the cookbook? I'd like it back.
I'm still using it.
Yo quiero recuperar el libro.
Don't look now, but I think there's a leech on your chin.
Buzz off.
No, de hecho, además... Claro, exacto. Lo primero, lo importante es la aventura. Y lo segundo, me parece que es súper original. O sea... Creo que es algo a tener en cuenta, que es un apartado gráfico bastante original. A ver, vamos a ponernos el parche.
Classic and subtle. Like me. But I don't need to be wearing this right now.
Vale, ahora sí, ¿no?
Threepwood, are you trying to fool me by wearing an eye patch? That is the worst disguise I've ever seen.
No, of course not. Just having a little eye trouble. Blepharospasm.
Oh, try some cashews. You might be short on magnesium. Or wits.
Darn, I thought this thing was supposed to be magic. I must have forgotten something. I better take off this eye patch first.
Vale, vamos a llevarlo a lo del vudú. Ay, mira.
Too bad it's empty.
A ver, la tarjeta de trivial, a ver si esta la acertamos. ¿Cuántas preguntas tiene el formulario de aduana de Bermuda? Hostia, pues no me acuerdo. ¿42? F.
Can you charge John Laney's eye patch up for me?
Ah, the famous eye patch disguise of John Laney. As I suspected, the magic has long since drained away.
Good. Great. So, can you charge it up again?
I can. If you bring me one more thing. A particular charm of great power.
You couldn't have told me this earlier?
I could have. You must bring me the bite of 1,000 needles. Then I will recharge your eye patch.
The bite of 1,000 needles. Can you be a tiny bit more specific?
No.
All right, let's see what I can do. Can you tell me where to find the bite of 1,000 needles?
I wish I could.
Me too. Can you use your talents to tell me how Elaine is right now?
She is always close, no matter the distance.
Do your answers ever make sense?
There are no answers, only questions that are finished.
Is this the year when you finally tell me your name? It's become almost a running gag between us. But it's awkward, like when your glass is empty but you keep trying to drink out of it over and over.
It is Corina.
Oh, okay. Karina. Nice. Somehow it was more exciting before I knew that.
That is true of many things.
I'll get back to browsing the shop.
Act fast. Supplies are limited.
Qué bueno. Se llama Corina. Vale, a ver si sabe este algo del mordisco de las...
Hey, Wally. Busy?
Yep.
What's this a map of?
The secret movements and activities of my competitors.
That sounds reasonable. Huh, never seen one of those before.
Vale, pues espera, vamos a hacer una pausita, ¿vale? Vamos a hacer una ligera pausa, ¿vale? Ay, y voy a echar un meo y esas cosas. Y seguimos con el juego, ¿vale? Vamos a detener la grabación.